Round one. Southpaw in the colors of Ukraine, Anthony Joshua.
Usyk came out very aggressive, was able to back
Well, Usyk said earlier this week, he acknowledged, listen, we've had
advantages if you're Usyk to being able to fight Gennady Golovkin the second time. He was a little more cautious.
His legs, he's changing levels much better than he was in the first fight where he's...
Bit of a quiet start here.
Middle rounds of the first fight was body shots. That's the best.
Yeah, that right hand to the body landed from Joshua. A couple of
Joshua being very smart, very economic.
Jab lands from Usyk a moment ago. There's that.
For him being a southpaw, having that right hand, that lead jab in front, free flowing.
Seconds of an interesting opening round. Joshua, the holdover, if you will.
While Robert Garcia and Angel Fernandez have talked about them if they're in sync when it comes to the advice.
Brought a new level to his game tonight.
Joshua jabs back down to the body. And now digs a left hook to the body, right along the belt line.
We're really lacking in the first fight from Anthony Joshua, where the left jab, Joshua
just missed with that left hook in this fight. You mentioned the knee bend, but just overall.
Bigger man, but also staying low is helping him stay out of range. There's that up jab again. A lot of physical pressure on Usyk this fight. Very different than the first fight where
he's making contact with the body of Usyk, making him think.
To lead the dance with him. There have at least been...
Beautiful right
down
hand
the middle there from Joshua. The champion Oleksandr Usyk.
Joshua out there fighting like a Marcos Maidana, a fighter but doing it in a smart way, and he's doing that so far in this fight.
This out as well, Chris Algieri, which is that, when people immediately thought, okay, he's trying to build a heavyweight Brandon Rios. And
I love what Joshua's doing. He's responding at him just like Usyk did in the first fight. Phenomenal boxer puncher as a champion himself, and just because
you're seeing the athleticism, see the weight out on the front foot, changing levels now with Usyk, and look at Joshua with the head movement getting out of the...
Keeping that slight tick-tock and up and down movement.
Joshua said that the key for him in this fight is to worry about...
I tell you what, again, a lot of it has to do with Anthony Joshua, as often as he has. Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford, they collect data in the early accordingly.
Good right hand.
Joshua, as he has for all three of the rounds, party lines from Joshua's new camp and Robert Garcia can be tapped into, that he hasn't lost a step. And trying very upbeat corner for Anthony Joshua.
Settle into this fight.
Like you said, Chris, he's got that analytical mind, and you see him collecting the data, starting to get that
bounce in the step of Usyk as well, who comes right through the middle.
Not where he is. Tricks from Usyk as he goes.
Cut to the body. He's had some success throwing that right hand downstairs than he did in the early stages of...
Joshua's had success in the early part of this fight.
But in the middle of the ring, they traded some shots, and Usyk
left hand to the pit of the stomach and a right hook up top.
And to come over the top of the left hand.
That's the second big adjustment.
The key right now for me, first two rounds, Usyk can't go a little bit. And look, Joshua is trying to make it more, is that he can't win a boxing match. I'm curious to see if it's...
Of Oleksandr Usyk, and part of the issue of dealing with Usyk, Chris Algieri, is this is something Usyk did really well in the first fight. You're starting...
I'd love to see the replay and see how low.
Maybe on the thigh of that left leg.
Not like it didn't do some damage. But prior to that low, too far across his body and getting him off balance for counters.
He moves to his right. He stays outside the lead foot. He's very difficult. His ability to keep that head off the center line, make like that. Beautiful counter over the top with the jab. See.
Fan favorites.
This is where Usyk is a...
Shot there. One of his partners said, he called me while he was on the in that session. And Usyk starting to build. Oleksandr Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion.
Good feints, firing from his movement. I love that left hook to the body. That was a punch that was severely lacking.
This is a right hook right along the elbow.
Here, the corner of Joshua calling for that double jab.
As a pawing rangefinder once again. On. There it is again.
That's right. Was still dangerous with each and every shot, and we saw that in Usyk, but it wasn't like he didn't have to battle through adversity. And
He's a dangerous puncher. He's a very sharp, technical puncher.
as Joshua continuing to have success to the body.
Well, earlier tonight is the combination punching from Usyk. Nice straight right hand. Feinted to get the open.
Back downstairs, and a jab up. Round 7 begins, and that's what makes. He is a good boxer and defender at any weight. If you were to,
That's the thought experiment of the pound for pound, is it not?
Right. Side here, and on that pound for pound list currently, ring cruiserweight title and the ring heavyweight title.
Because he slides off.
Belief. There was the expressed belief in that corner. He keeps going to the body, and so long as he stays in front of Usyk.
Usyk, I also don't see him breaking anytime soon.
Yeah, if you're expecting, it might be wishful thinking.
Right now, Joshua has landed 16 body shots. He only lands.
There's absolutely been a tactical adjustment from the Anthony.
There's a sharp left hand, just coming right from the.
From Usyk there on the inside. Seems to be falling into some of those old habits and needs to make an adjustment himself.
Of Joshua. Goes back down the dance of Oleksandr Usyk once again.
Slip a little bit and look down.
Two heavyweights that were slipping consistently, especially as the rounds wore on.
Now Joshua himself will get toweled off as well. You know, back to the slips of Oleksandr. For Usyk, it's a predecessor to his offense as well.
His movement. He's not an in-and-out boxer where he with the counter shot, which we've seen consistently tonight. There it is again. Beautiful slip. George Foreman and Michael Moore fight. George Foreman being the bigger guy, the power punch for Joshua.
Usyk just pivoted at the right time out of the way of that one.
Joshua.
The problem with fighting Usyk is you can never build on it.
As Usyk wraps him up in the center of the ring. Probably the best combination of the fight for him. Can Joshua, a big right hand. Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua in round 8. Those hard body shots.
Like I was.
Another uppercut to the body from Joshua. Gets met with a jab as they come out of the break. Round.
I was just going to say that. The head movement specifically, a little bit more of a now.
They have shown to slow Usyk.
Joshua again.
Use of the left hand by Joshua. Throwing those left hooks high.
Of Oleksandr Usyk.
Oh, nice left hook.
A sustained body attack for the first time in some.
Shown in both fights.
To choose, Chris, bully. That was the first time. And here comes Oleksandr Usyk right back out, throwing punches.
Trying to erase the memory.
Check hook from Usyk was very sneaky.
Firing back.
Joshua's in a little bit of trouble here.
Anthony Joshua now. It's Usyk who's firing away. Joshua still stalking forward. Now, that one rocked Usyk.
Regardless if it was low or not, he was fight. Anthony Joshua is dangerous at all times. He has the power. He has the sharp punching.
Overall, he is not your typical person. So much
right now as he stands back against the ropes.
That's not a good.
Their last fight, where Joshua needed to come out with some urgency, and it was Usyk.
Joshua was hurt at the end.
Another
that he was
right
taking all
hook.
that damage.
And now upstairs. As round 11 begins, it was a massive round 10. That last round, not just to stop Joshua from what he did.
Yeah, and one step above, which is, the kind of
cracking right hook there from Usyk. Body work in reply from Josh. Something to occupy him either mentally or physically.
Earlier in the fight.
Usyk wise to tie up there.
Been very good at that this fight. When Joshua does get him pinned against the
Taking that middle distance like he did in round number 9, he was able to
came back with the left hand.
Joshua actually
There from the body shots in round 9.
looked like a little shot on the.
And once again, and a little
needs a difference maker.
Joshua in Usyk's corner. It was almost like Usyk's heavyweight titles and to become the Ring Magazine heavyweight.
He doesn't look like he's fighting that way either. He looks like he's.
The right hand.
That was a really good straight right hand.
His hands go constantly. The exclamation mark from Oleksandr. A right hand as well.
And Joshua gave Usyk that opening to reply like that in this situation.
Several times and hurt to the body.
Joshua looking to make something happen.
And that's to your point that you said a few.
Oh, big right hand from Joshua, but Usyk, defiant 12th round here from Oleksandr Usyk, is acting like one right now.
Point on this fight.
As Oleksandr Usyk held on to those titles.
Usyk. Decision. And still the unified heavyweight champion of the world from Ukraine.